Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. And this is Kathy speaking. I hope that you're all doing well. Today is the 19th of February of 2025, and it is a Wednesday when we do the love reading. The normal love reading, we usually look into the twin flame, soulmate, or a karmic connection. So these are usually very important relationships that are ongoing. I suppose those of you that are, have been dealing with a karmic, you're probably, some of you could be single, or you're in separation mode. Let's see what shows up for love, because some of you may have connected with someone that has not, it hasn't come to be, because you're still possibly trapped in a past situation. So some of you may be living under the same roof with a particular past partner, and you're looking for a way out. You're staying because of the financial situation, whatever that is. And I don't know how you classify yourself as being single or not, but the fact that you don't have love in your life, to me, that speaks to someone being single and looking for love. So we look at love in general in these readings. So do take what resonates and leave what does not. I want to thank you all for being here, joining me in the chat. A special thank you to all of you. This is the last call, one more day for a mini love reading. We did say we're going to take it until the 20th. Today's the 19th, so get onto it quickly, because that $15 mini love reading that we put the special on Valentine's goes up until the 20th, which is tomorrow. Now, I also have got beneath this video in the more section, I've got the link to our website. We've done a Venus special, so we're talking about the retrograde, we're talking about the Venus star point, which is when Venus connects with the sun. So she's going to be changing from the evening star to the morning star. She's going to be connecting with the sun in Aries at those first degrees. So very important for the cardinal signs, especially for Aries, Libra as well, which is opposite. So we are selling that through our website, but if you're on Patreon and on tier 3, you get it as an extra perk. And just talking to the patrons now. I've got one more person to do, and we'll be doing the draw. We'll be taking the 3 lucky winners, as we're running a little bit behind. So we'll be taking the next 3 winners probably tomorrow. So make sure you're on Patreon if you want to be in it, okay? You got to be in it to win it, okay? Thank you. Special thanks to our patrons as well. Little Gaia is here with us today. I don't have my meditation music on because we're putting ads on the video here on YouTube, but I think she even meditates with my voice. She just enjoys listening to me. So hopefully she'll get out of the way in a minute, a minute or two. Let's see what's going on. So join Patreon in the month of February, and you get a free little love mini reading. Okay, so those of you that did order, you've all had your mini readings returned to you. Thank you for the support, for the love. And remember, a 15-minute reading is not going to give you as much clarity as you would want. Usually these Wednesday readings do go for an hour. We'll see how long this one goes for. I want to make it shorter a bit, but I want to focus very strongly on your person, because Mars is retrograde, and it's been really tough, I know. It's all about, going back to the past. A retrograde planet, remember, is very powerful. Mars is our action, our desire, our forward momentum. We've been taken back. It's like we cannot move ahead right now. Everything seems to be limited, blocked and stopped, and we're needing to go through the issues that we need to go through, and everything is connected, okay? So Mars turns direct in about 4 or 5 days. Cannot wait for that. And, Venus is going to turn retrograde 1st or 2nd of March, depending on where you're living. And so is Mercury. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's see, because we're reading the energies, dear Spirit. Thank you for your guidance. What is the Karma Dharma? Karma Dharma today. Are we doing the yes, please? Yes, you can comment beneath this video with a yes, please, so that you can get a personal love message. Just give me a couple of days, okay? Let's see what's going on now. We've got the High Priestess, and listen. I mean, this card speaks to really listening and not blabbering on, and not really listening to what the other person is telling you. Right? The High Priestess, she does speak to wisdom. She speaks to that inner knowing. She, relative to relationships, can speak to the third person, the other woman. Right? She doesn't fit within some sort of a relationship, right? She's the third person. But she can also talk to a spiritual connection. So if the communication is not clear, because this is Pisces energy, Pisces Virgo, and this is where the eclipses will be happening, so affecting the mutable signs, obviously. If the communication hasn't been very clear, right? Listen to your higher self first of all, but also really listen. Sometimes even words unspoken could be communication, okay? So trust your higher self that what you are feeling in your bones, in your gut, relative to this connection, because you'll be picking up on a lot of things. I mean, the moon is transiting through Scorpio as we're doing this reading, but we've got a lot of action going on in Pisces. And of course that North Node, the collective North Node, which is fate and karma, it's the future collective destiny, not only for us personally, but we're all part of the collective. And Neptune is the cloud. Neptune is the inability to understand what's really going on. Neptune can speak to deception, illusion, disillusionment, misunderstandings. But don't be fooled. Don't be fooled that the North Node on Neptune, and Neptune at those last degrees of Pisces, is really going to close up a major life cycle. And Neptune did enter Pisces, which it rules, 2011 and 2012. Right? So it's been a long time. It's been a long time that Neptune has been transiting through Pisces, and he's going to he's going to step into Aries at the end, last day of March. So in about a month from now, 5 weeks, and the energies are going to shift greatly. Most importantly, speaking of love, let's say, because Pisces has got Virgo, because Pisces is where the action is, and where Neptune is, and where the North Node is, which is our, it's our fate and our destiny, our future. So very, very important for Virgo rising, I would say, especially. Because Pisces would be their 7th house, which is more the house of commitment, the more one-on-one important relationships, not only love, but also the most important people in our lives, okay? So there's been a lot of lack of clarity. Listen to your higher self. We'll see what's going to happen, with this shift of Neptune into Aries. It's going to change totally. And Neptune is going to return, but Saturn is going to follow first. Saturn is going to follow and join Neptune in Aries. It's very important for the cardinal signs, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer, born in those first few days. All of summer, speaking of the Northern Hemisphere, or winter, for those of you that are in the land down under, in the Southern Hemisphere, the land down under being Australia. A lot of you know that I grew up there. So, yeah. Let's continue. What was I saying? All right. So join Patreon until the end of February so that you can get a free mini reading, mini love reading, but joining Patreon, it's through joining Patreon you help support this channel, and you get a lot more perks with depending on what tier you're on. So let's take the Celtic cross and see what's going on around about the 19th of February. This could be a timeless reading as well. So whenever you get to view this message, it's important for you. Don't try and fit the reading to your own story. Just see what, it speaks to you. You will know if we touch on something concerning your own personal life. Thank you for surely thank you for subscribing, commenting, and liking this video and sharing this video. It does help. It's a sharing of the energy. So, and I apologize about the blurry background, but it's because Gaia is here. Gaia, are you going to stay here? Are you not going to move? Lucky this is a large deck and you can get to see it better. So, dear Spirit, please guide us. What's going on in love? Well, we've got the Hierophant. And the Hierophant, of course, we could see him praying. He's praying. I don't know if you're dealing with a Taurus, or if you're in a marriage, or if you're dealing with someone that's married, and we have the High Priestess and the High Priest. If this is not a spiritual connection, then I don't know what is. Gaia, do you want to lie down? You want to sit down? Yeah, do you want to sit down for me? No, Mummy, I want to stand up. Okay, let's see. Someone is trying to keep the faith or seeking advice from a priest, someone who's got the wisdom that can guide. Okay, remember Taurus speaks to stability. It's a fixed sign, but remember Uranus is transiting through Taurus. Uranus is very activated in the month of March with the eclipses and even, all the lunations moving forward. Uranus is in the story. So a lot of that fixation is going to change because of Uranus, of course, even though he's in a weak position in Taurus, he's very strong. And when he's activated, he will bring those aha moments that, those shocking turnarounds. Uranus can speak to breaking free, breaking out, having an ingenious, enlightening moment, right? What is the challenge? Matters of heart. Queen of Cups, who is also the High Priestess. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So the challenge is emotions. The challenge is someone's not trusting in their intuition. Okay, Kai, you want to go down? Thank you, darling. And this could also be someone that's keeping their emotions intact, not nurturing, not loving, not being open emotionally because of obligations, restrictions, commitments as well. Let's continue. At the foundation is the moon. So the moon means secrecy. It can speak to a deep connection, a secret connection. Someone not being open emotionally. And Pisces comes through again, even though, yes, with the moon, I always say as well that Cancer comes through for me because Cancer rules the natural fourth house of the zodiac. But the moon being at the root, there's a lot of, there could be a lot of deception, a lot of lies, and someone not being open about what's going on in their personal life. And this could also bring up fears relative to the psyche. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, so Jupiter comes through, and Jupiter does rule Pisces. We've got very strong Pisces. I've got Gaia's fur all over my sleeve. Yeah, we've got very strong Pisces energies here. And Pisces is a water sign and in good aspect to Taurus in good aspect to Taurus. So water and earth, remember, work well together. Here we've got Jupiter, the wheel of fate, which is saying that fated events are playing out and things are changing. A cycle has come to an end. Jupiter is now moving direct in the sign of Gemini, and we know it hasn't been easy for Gemini individuals as Jupiter was retrograding, or the area in our chart relative to, the house that's ruled by Gemini. But yeah, fated events are taking place. Jupiter does speak to the truth, does speak to justice, can speak to possible legalities, needing to see the bigger picture, that there's been some wisdom that's come through, some truths, especially, for me, this is like the home or the emotions. Here we've got change, so a cycle that's come to an end. Fives always speak to changes in the now relative to emotional matters. Could be practical matters as well, because we've got Taurus Pisces here. Let's see what's crowning. We've got the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is like the flicking the light, the switch on, being able to see something much more clearer. There is a lot of desire. This is an opportune moment for a new beginning. Ace of Wands, I really want this. And remember, with Mars retrograde still, it's not feasible at this time, not unless Mars moves direct. Don't expect on the first day, because Mars needs a little bit of time to get moving. So this is like hoping for that opportunity. This is a very sexual card as well, where there's a lot of desire to connect, to be intimate, whether it's emotional and physical, or physical. What does the near future hold? We've got the Three of Wands, and we see the ship in the distance. He's like imagining, fantasizing the ship in the distance. And this may be talking to the moment that the sun ingresses into Aries, because it's sun in Aries. And as the sun is going to ingress into Aries there on the 20th of March, we enter the new astrological year. It's like, the fool's journey begins. Three of Wands can also speak to being at a physical distance from your person. And this person may be thinking of taking a journey or waiting for someone to come in, if you're dealing with someone that's far away from you. Three of Wands, threes can speak to third parties as well. Let's see the position of you and or this relationship. We've got the Chariot, and this is Cancer, and Cancer is where Mars is retrograding. So Mars is going to turn direct. Mars is going to turn direct and finish up his transition, his retrograde, all the work that he's doing relative to House of Cancer. What this card says to me, because it's a major arcana card, remember, and we've got a few major arcana cards here. The Chariot means change. It means victory. It means a house move. It speaks to a house move. It speaks to emotional transition, because remember that Cancer is also a water sign. We do have Pisces, Cancer very strongly here. Emotional change, but this is after making a decision. Remember that the charioteer, he sits behind two, a black and a white horse, or a black and a white sphinx. What drives him is, because in the traditional tarot, right away, at the top, above his head, are the stars. So the stars do speak to the future, but also this is what I'm hoping to reach. I'm hoping to reach the stars, to succeed, let's say, or this is my wish fulfillment. So that's what's driving this charioteer forward. But obviously he needs to hone in and have laser focus on this forward momentum. Remember that the chariot is a 7. It comes after the Lovers, and the Lovers is a choice. So where love is concerned, a choice may have been made. You may be choosing between two different relationships, you or your person, or both of you. And there's a decision as to let's take this forward, because the Chariot is the actual relationship, right? But it can also speak to a different home, obviously, different relationship, different. It could involve traveling over land or traveling over water or through the air, I'm going to say, because Uranus does speak to flight travel and Uranus is activated greatly. So let's see what's going on, because what I see here is that both of you want to take this forward. Let's have a look at what's going on with your person, because this is the environment position. So therefore, yes, it is your reading here. We are reading relative to you and your person, but in your environment would be your person, because you're here now. We don't know that your person is watching this reading. Okay, let's look at the environment. And we've got the Emperor. So Aries, Taurus, could be any other sign. Any other sign. So we've got a father. For some of you, this could be a grandfather, but they're an entrepreneur. They hold a position of strength and leadership within their life. We're not reading reversals. Hopefully, we are talking about someone that it does take charge in their life, that is in a position of strength and, have the ability to offer you something long-standing and more secure. Now, we're not reading reversals. That's the thing. So with the extra cards, we'll see if this is someone that is in control or that isn't in control. Okay? That someone is, your person is a mature person, or someone that's immature, not mature enough to provide you with that forward momentum, that security. Another major arcana card. Remember, this is also a major arcana, so the minor arcana would more than likely be pointing towards the King of Pentacles. Okay, that's the affiliation of the Emperor and the Emperor, the Empress. They are Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. But because it's a general reading, let's not get stuck on that. Let's see what else comes through. What is in your hopes or in your fears? What's showing up? We've got the Seven of Cups. We've got Venus in Scorpio. Venus in Scorpio, this is change where love is concerned. This is getting intimate. This is getting down and into the darkness, right? Venus in Scorpio, she wants to get intimate. Venus in Scorpio, there could be fears and confusion and illusion, because we've got the Seven of Cups here. Seven of Cups, right? Which to me also speaks to that Piscean energy, even though it's a Scorpio card, because when we've got a lot of cups, right, it can speak to someone, and Scorpio can also speak to poisons. So too much drinking, because we drink out of a cup, right? Too much drinking will sort of help us escape a situation where there's a lot of fear. There could be fear of intimacy. There could be a fear of losing one's security. It could be financial security, because Scorpio, Venus in Scorpio is the money that comes from the partner. So there could be fears, or there could also be hopes that, because Venus in Scorpio would be large amounts of money. But someone that possibly drinks, likes to have a drink or two, or use whatever poison, whatever substances to escape a difficult situation. Because, Scorpio can speak to all of that, but Scorpio also is sexuality. So a lot of secrecy relative to love, money, finances. This could also be what's on your Emperor's mind, okay? And through wishes, I suppose, that there would be many opportunities. Sometimes too many opportunities could also be daunting, right? We don't know which cup to choose, all right? Let's see what the possible outcome is. the Hanging Man. So the Pisces season comes through very strongly. As I was saying, we've got eclipses in March. Those of you that are on Patreon 3, of course, you get the month ahead astrology. We'll be doing that in the next few days. It'll be very interesting to look at the astrology of March. We've got retrogrades, we've got eclipses. So if you're wanting to learn how the astrology works, do join us. But tier 3 would be the best tier for you. Tier 2 is more the full moons, new moons, of course, and the eclipses, because full and new moons, the eclipses are new moons and full moons as well as eclipses. And March is a very pivotal month. Remember, Pisces is the 12th house. It's about closing up things. It's about ending a major chapter and opening a new, as we're going to step into the new astrological year for 2025. All right? Okay, what's at the bottom of the deck? What is going on? We've got the Nine of Cups. 7 and 9, both of these cards to me, and this is Jupiter in Pisces. Look, to me, even the Nine of Cups speaks to someone, because you could see that there are grapes. You know, he's got everything he needs. This is a wish fulfillment. You know, how you feel really euphoric, and that when you're sort of tipsy, everything seems so positive, so lovely. That's what the Nine of Cups is for me. But it is a very, very positive card indeed. It is. We can say even, which card could I compare it with? With the 10 of Cups. 9 of Cups for me is the happy card. Of course, Jupiter will bring expansion, growth. Pisces could be the dream as well. So what's beneath this? We've got the Two of Pentacles, so maybe there is a choice that needs to be made. Two of Coins says that things are up in the air right now. Possibly someone's hoping for a wish fulfillment. Someone is hoping to be able to do things for themselves that will make them feel good, whatever that is. We've got the Three of Cups here. But look at all the masks. You know, it's interesting. It's interesting that this is Mercury in Cancer, but Mercury right now is in Pisces, and Mercury cannot see clearly, cannot communicate clearly as Mercury is transiting through Pisces. There's a lot of illusion and confusion here. We also see the masks, and we're going to be having these the fancy dress parades. This is the season now in Europe and in Latin America, of course. So fancy dress time and not seeing clearly. Three of Cups can speak to, let's go to a party, let's have a good time. Maybe there's been a reconciliation in the past. Maybe there are third parties here. Four of Swords. Jupiter is very much, we've got 3 Jupiterian cards, and we've also got Mercury here. Four of Swords in action, right? What's going on? I mean, here is the chart just for a moment. I just want to see Jupiter and Mercury. You could see that right here, Jupiter is here and he's squaring off to Mercury. So there is a lot of confusion and illusion, but you know what? For me, this is saying that through a square, because Mars is ready to come out of retrograde, I do feel that someone's going to overcome any challenges and difficulties in putting things straight, right? Because truth needs to come out, because there's been too much confusion, illusion, deception, and things being up in the air. It's like a thriller, we could say here, that things are up in the air and someone's juggling, trying to decide, trying to figure things out, what's going on here. Someone's hoping for a wish fulfillment, and that is very possible with the North Node and Neptune connecting, dear friends. I want to take, and I'm going to take another deck. As some clarity. We'll be taking the Cosmic Tarot for clarity, but I want to see what's going on in in the emotional department, in the psyche, within the psyche, because I see that there's a hold up here. There's some sort of sacrifice or release that needs to happen. Something needs to end before the new beginning, before the new cycle. Someone is going to see things from a different perspective, needs to see things from a different perspective. Let's see what's going on in the psyche. Let's look at your person. Where are they? So they're seeking guidance. They could be talking to an astrologer, a tarot reader, a psychologist. This is a Virgo energy, but this could also be the light that comes from within. And what they see is that they do want this connection. They feel as though it's a very fated connection. And they have gone through a lot of karma. Remember, because of the guide here, because of it's very similar to the hermit. So your person has gone within. They have not been communicating much. They've been looking for that inner guidance or the outer guidance, but they've received a lot of karma. We see that this is fate. It's like they're saying, okay, I get the picture, I get the message, I understand now. Now I see what I need to do. And what is it that they're doing? They're going to balance out the scales. Libra energy, anything legal as well that they're needing to put a stop to or complete, or they're living through, destiny, through fated times. Let's look at you. And I'm wondering if they don't hold strong fire in their chart. We do have, or they're getting rid of. I mean, we've got Libra and we've got strong fire, and Virgo. So take the messages as they resonate. Let's look at you. We've got nostalgia. So this is your soulmate. Some of you, of course, are parents as well. And you're very nostalgic about past, more innocent times when your person was more open emotionally, more offering. And we see the offer here. There is an offer, but it's like a dark offer, which I always say in this deck because of the color of the card. There could be some distrust. Some of you may be feeling that, or maybe hoping that your person is going to make you an offer. But also there may be a little bit of distrust that things could come back to how they used to be. And we've got the mask. Some of you may be wearing those rose-colored glasses. You need to take them off. Or in the Pisces season, you may be hoping that an offer comes in. And I don't know if you're thinking of making an offer to your person, but you doubt their emotions. You doubt, and maybe you're holding back on your true emotions because maybe they haven't been vulnerable enough with you. The healing card to me says that the mask is going to come off. So, or to heal a situation, maybe you need to take the mask off and be more truthful and more trusting. And I'm talking to you now. You could flip the sides, which resonates for you more. Let's look at the general energy here. We've got settling. See, the inability to move forward. Putting up with the situation as it is. There's the devil, bound by situation, stuck in a situation. Some of you are parents and you've got responsibilities. That's why you're staying. Look at the barriers in the recent past. There's a new direction, a new opening here, which has been blocked though. Has been blocked, and you may also be getting in your own way. And what I mean by that is maybe you're staying in a situation even though you don't have to. Fears could be holding you back. Either you or your person. Let's see why we've got the Faith card here. Some of you come from different religion as well, or different social standing, I'm going to say as well. It could be your financial, could be your reputation, religion, all these things. There could be huge differences between you and your person. And, you know, that's where the real test of love is. Let me just jot that title down. Love can overcome any difference if there is true love. Let's see what's going on here. We've got the Four of Wands, so someone is in a marriage. And, well, we see a woman dancing. She's on her tippy toe. And we also see, what's really interesting here is like the shell, you know, the cyanotic cycle, or the shape, the shell that Venus, everything is made up of Venus's cyanotic cycle, the shape, you know, the cycle that she does forms this, like the shells that we pick up at the beach. And it's also like a cycle where we get to the inner part of the cycle where things have got to change. So something's coming full circle here. And we've got a King of Pentacles. Someone who's counting their pennies. It could be a Taurus, could be a Capricorn, could be a Virgo, but he's sitting on the Taurus card. We know King of Pentacles could be someone that's very slow to move, someone that needs to be certain that they will have the security. Finances are very important for this king. If this is a Taurus, they need to be certain. But remember that Uranus is transiting through Taurus and is going to, because Taurus is the most fixed sign of all. Not to say that Uranus is not sort of, you know, challenging the rest of the fixed signs. So Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, big changes, huge changes for all those signs. But here it's like I'm wishing for a commitment from this person that's taking forever. Unless you're in another commitment, and this king is praying that things will change, because she's in between those four wands. And of course that's the 1111, which could speak to an opening, a portal, a passage, a new passage, possibly as Venus is going to be conjoining with the sun in Aries, which is a Mars ruled sign, and Mars will be direct, and Aries is a new beginning, a new cycle. Let's see why we've got the challenge. Why is this Queen of Cups as the challenge here? And we've got Justice card, the Justice card. Libra comes through. Okay, the challenge could be anything legal, or even you know, an equal giving and receiving, because that's what the scales speak to, equality. We see that the divine feminine, let's say, has given more heart, more emotion, whereas the divine masculine is more about security. And they also may want the security of others, because remember, the King of Pentacles is a father. They're a boss, they're a leader, they've got their own business. So someone who's got great responsibilities. Let's see. And this could be even challenges. This king having challenges. What challenges? Legalities. So it could be a possible separation or divorce. It doesn't have to be an actual divorce. It could be just separating, right? Could even be in business with a partnership. We've got the Strength card. The strength to have the confidence to speak openly that, you know, I want this new beginning. I want to be with you. I want to connect with you. But Five of Swords, dark thoughts. Dark thoughts. Money may also play a major role here. Five of Swords, he's stuck. He's right on that pentagram, on that pentacle. You could see that the earth is barren here. So I would say that this King of Pentacles is going through financial issues, possibly legal issues as well. Right now, it feels like they're stuck. They're stuck by their thoughts, their negative thought. They're trying to process something, waiting on some sort of a decision. Let's look at the moon that's at the foundation. We've got the Queen of Cups again. And the Seven of Cups. So, Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Even though here we've got Pisces, we're talking about the water signs. The Divine Feminine is coming through as very emotional indeed. She is crying over those cups that are spilt in the past because there's been deception, there's been illusion. In her memory here, as you could see, she's thinking about the relationship here. And Seven of Cups, we see this is like a disaster. So someone obviously hasn't been very happy. And we've got 8 cups if we think about it here. It's like even the Divine Feminine, having stayed in a deceptive, unhappy, emotionally situation where she stayed, and what kept her going possibly was the memory of this important relationship. Because if she was in another commitment, we know the Queen of Pentacles is very Queen of Cups is very nurturing and loving, similar to the Queen of Pentacles, right? She's someone that's always there for others. She's someone that will sacrifice her happiness for others, for other situations. If she's a mother, then for her children, right? If she's a loving daughter, then for her parents, for her family, for whatever reason. She's sacrificing, she's nurturing, she's also very intuitive. And maybe in the deep past, this Queen of Cups, maybe this relationship triggered her and she's gone through a spiritual awakening. Maybe because the High Priestess is also the Queen of Cups. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune in the recent past. We've got Temperance, so someone's trying to be very patient. There could be physical distance between the two of you. Temperance is saying divine timing, 2 cards of divine timing, that you need to be patient. Someone needs to heal. Someone needs to find their footing, to come into balance, because there have been imbalances. So unequal giving and receiving. Let's take one more. And we've got the 5 of Wands, so there are competitive energies. We do see 2 divine masculine here. 5 of Wands, if this is not 2 divine masculine fighting over the divine feminine, which, you know, even Temperance, which is logically Archangel Michael, looks like a very beautiful woman here, someone that's very desired, let's say, right? There is competitive energies here, but also a lot of conflict, internal and external with others, or even issues with needing to be patient. Someone here is very impatient. As I said, we've got internal and external conflicts. We've got 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, and we had the Hierophant, which is a number 5. Whatever situation either this king or the queen are in, they're in conflictual situations and losing their patience as to the changes, the fated changes coming in. It's as if Spirit is saying, look, I can't make the changes. Let Spirit take charge. Let Spirit take charge. Let God be a helping hand. Some of you may have been wishing for this type of help because you cannot handle the situation on your own. Let's take one more. We've got the Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, Gemini energy. Maybe a lack of communication. And that's why there's a lot of internal or external conflict. You know, are they with me? How do they feel about me? Are they going to get out of the situation they are? Are they going to change the way that they're communicating with me or not? There's a lot of, you know, Page of Swords. Can speak to also spying on someone's social media, but Page of Swords, remember, is Gemini, and Jupiter is where Gemini is. So there's been a lack of communication, possibly because of choices needing to be made. There could also be conflict between you or your person and their siblings, conflict about how I can move away from my, you know, environment and go long distance. Some of you are at a long distance relationship and someone's trying to find a way to overcome the obstacles, because there are quite a few. Let's see what that Five of Swords and the Strength card speaks to. Another Five of Pentacles. So finances are not good at this time. Financial situations are another reason why the brakes are being, you know, pressed. Someone's pressing the brakes because we look at how dark this card is. There are challenges here. There are financial issues. There are, I can't move at this time. I don't have the strength. Yeah, and you know, Mars retrograde in Cancer can be a lack of strength or a lack of even clarity so that I can move forward. I don't know. Is it worth me moving forward? Is it worth me taking that risk? Is it worth me, you know, becoming the fool and falling down flat on my face because I don't have all the understanding? But Spirit is saying, really listen. Really listen either to the words that you exchange, what they're telling you, or listen to your higher self, because that ship is on the horizon. It looks like magic. Let's see what the near future holds, and that could be sometimes, for some of you, it could be in the Aries season. Six of Swords. Six of Swords is like transition. It's moving over water, going from one continent to another, you know, from one place to another, and hoping to be able to do that or wishing that this can happen. Let's take another one. And we've got the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is great happiness. It's bliss. It's happiness on all levels. Maybe that ship is going to come when this cycle comes to an end, the ending of a cycle. Remember, we've got the Nine of Cups here, and we've got the Ten of Cups here, which turns into the Ace. So this could be, you know, waiting on those ships or being able to transition and literally move when I finished up with a family situation, a chapter in my life that's come to an end. And a lot of clearing out and a lot of truths will come out because we've got an Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is all about cutting, severing. Remember, Mars can also speak to a scalpel and cutting and severing, and Mars rules knives and anything that could be that we could use to sever a situation, to clear the air. And there could be a possibility of clearing the air because we've got Seven Swords here, and Seven of Swords would be the tact or the thief or the lies. Maybe there will be a little bit of clarity here because the Ace of Swords is it's a victory card. It is a victory card. So maybe clearing the air, clearing the illusion, and being very happy, having a happy moment in the near future. Let's see the position of you and or this relationship. We've got the Hermit. We've got the Prince of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Very strong Virgo energies here. Someone's trying to do things by the book, sometimes being, you know, trying to do things too perfectly. Sometimes the Virgo energy is very slow. It is practical. It is of service to others, of course, as well. It's about strategizing and planning. That's what Virgo is. This could be a planning and looking towards the future as a major cycle is closing up. Remember, the Hermit is a 9, but some of you are also seeking some guidance. Could be from someone who's wise that can guide you to the future. Yes, the Prince of Pentacles. We've got the King here, and here we've got the Prince, which is the Knight. The Knight of Pentacles is planning for the future, planning ahead. Let's look at the Emperor. Look, the Chariot is like a fast energy, wants to move quickly, but there's a slowing down here. Still, some details need to be seen, things need to be healed, and things come to the surface, because when I say surface, whether it's internal or whether it's external, you need more information to be able to take that Chariot and move forward. And remember, the Prince, the Knight of Pentacles, he holds his pentacle. So it could be money matters that are also holding you back. Your personal, both of you. Let's have a look at the Emperor. We've got the Two of Wands. Look at the boasting here. Look at the pride. Of course, Two of Wands is someone that's ready to... Wow. Look at the similarity in the cards. Is this crazy or not? This Emperor is ready to step through that portal. They're ready to step through that portal. And I feel that they've got an opportunity to have both. But I feel, obviously, with the Two of Wands, only one wand can be utilized. And we see the Ace of Wands here. This is what I desire. This could also be someone that's a little bit, sometimes sort of hedging their bets, you know, to timing, has got many opportunities, I would say. Or what this is telling me is that what this card is telling me is that there could be a battle, an internal battle relative to this Emperor, the battle between the ego and the heart, the emotions. So this person must be someone that must be well known in their community. They take pride in what they do, possibly in what they work on, because wands do speak to vocation. Yeah, they're coming through as a royal. Let's see what else. And we've got the Empress. So, Emperor and Empress. The Empress, of course, as an energy, speaks to something being created. Of course, these two people could be parents as well. But the Emperor could be also very patient, possibly also waiting on a choice to be made, if the choice is made by the Divine Feminine, by this Empress. Let's see, because these two belong together. Let's take another card. And we've got the Sun. Wow, so we've got a family unit here. We've got the Emperor, the Empress, and the Sun. And the Sun, well, the Sun can speak to ego and happiness and true love. But this could also be for some of you, if this is your person, your Emperor, they've got someone that they share another child with, that they've got a family with, right? Could be a little boy. It looks like a little boy. It doesn't have to be. What's really interesting here is that I notice the mountains behind both these cards, and the mountains speak to strength, but they also speak to limitation. Limitations and blockages. Another choice that this Emperor may have had was their heart and their child. On another hand, the Sun can speak to reconciliation if this is not a past partner, because, you know, in tarot there could be multiple meanings within a certain card. This could be someone that's very patient, that's very loving, nurturing. Libra, Taurus comes through. And they could be viewing you as the Empress, that you are the perfect mother, let's say. They could be very proud of you and the job you've done with your children. But this can also speak to clarity, reconciliation, a little bit of pride, a little bit of ego, but also a lot of happiness. Something new is birthed here. Let me take one more. And this could be also, your Emperor could also be succeeding on, in regards to a major project that's going to bring them a lot of abundance. Let's see. And we've got the moon, so maybe Pisces, you know, the month of March is going to be a very interesting one, as the eclipses are going to be doing a lot of eclipsing. Let's take what more. So we've got the sun and moon here, which obviously speaks to a new moon. A new moon or a full moon. Both are eclipses in the month of March. But we've also got a very positive, interesting that we've got Aries. We've got Aries here, so this could be talking to the last full moon. The last eclipse at the end on the 29th of March. That's the last eclipse in Aries, Libra. So that's the battle of I versus us. Let's take one more, and we've got the Princess of Pentacles. So this is a message of something long-standing. This is a message of stability. This is a message of how can we make this, because the pentacle means the relationship. How can we take this into the future? Let's look at the Seven of Cups. We've got a King of Wands. Another king here, so it could be a Leo, Sag, or an Aries. Or, because the King of Wands to me many times can speak to Scorpio energy. And Scorpio, yes, Scorpio can can have a sense of toxicity, because Scorpio individuals tend to use poisons, let's say, more so, whether it's medicines or whether it's anything that can be addictive, so alcohol, drugs, so on and so forth. Let's take another one. And we've got the Hierophant. So the Emperor there could be a little bit of jealousy here if this King of Wands is another individual and they're not clear about what's going on with you. Some of you may be in another connection with a King of Wands, someone that may be quite egotistical, someone that could be also deceptive. Yes, they could hold Scorpio in their chart. We do have Scorpio and Taurus here. So again, this could be another side to your King of Pentacles. I don't know, because we've got the Hierophant here. He's got the X-ray vision. He's looking into information. And I'm wondering if this is an ex of yours, be careful, because they may be doing some spying on you. They may be looking into things that they're unclear about. So I think King of Wands could also be someone that is dealing with this Emperor. Yes, it could be someone that's guiding them. It could be a solicitor. It could be a detective. It could be anyone. It could be a family member that's doing some research for them. Let's see the outcome. Let's see the outcome. So we've got the High Priestess. Again. We've got Alpha and Omega here, which is talking about beginnings and endings. And Pisces is the ending. Something is ending. Oh my God. Oh my God. Can you see that now? The Hanging Man twice. If this is not the month of March, what's going on here, then I don't know what is. I feel I need to tell you that third parties are going to be falling out of the equation. Now, who is going to be the third party that's going to be leaving the equation? Well, we saw the Hierophant. We've got the High Priestess twice. We've got the Queen of Cups twice. We've got the Hanging Man twice. Let's take one more. Someone is seeing things from a different perspective. There's going to be a release here and an ending to a major chapter. And we've got the King of Cups. Well, I rest my case. We've got King of Cups, King of Wands. We've got King of Pentacles, and we've got the Emperor. So many personalities, because we've got a few queens here as well. We've got the Queen of Cups twice. We've got the High Priestess twice. We've got the Empress once. I want to take one more card on the King of Pentacles in the now, who's sitting on the Have Faith and the Four of Wands. And we've got the Devil here. So Capricorn comes through very strongly as well. Look, the Devil is a secret love affair. It is also heavy obligations. It is also fears, or it's someone that's addicted to their money. So sometimes money could take first priority over love. Or it just says that there's a lot of karmic blockages still at this time. And that could be, of course, because we've got the marriage card here. So this King of Pentacles could be in a marriage and they are very sexually attracted to another, which would be more than likely you. With the Devil here, this is Saturn. Right? Saturn, which is in Pisces, which, all the planets that are going to be transiting through Pisces, yes, we will be seeing that possibly the work that is being done, because all the personal planets mean that when they're connecting with Saturn, it means that we're all feeling those limitations, because the personal planets speak to us personally. Therefore, we're all going through this limitation and these restrictions relative to what it is that we deeply desire. And the Devil could also speak to someone that's narcissistic, someone that has got fears, someone that's very self-centered, someone that uses, someone that's got addictive behavior, someone that you're connected to karmically, or someone that this King of Pentacles is connected to karmically. Let's take one more. Because the King of Cups here, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, we saw the Queen of Cups. We see the Divine Masculine having seen things, having seen what they need to release. And that is also the fears. To release the fears, because there's the Hanging Man it's being close to God. Being close to God, it's very spiritual. It's not fearing, releasing what has been holding this Hanging Man upside down for too long. And that is obviously someone that's sacrificed a lot. Cancer comes through as well. And we've got the Two of Pentacles. So you see things are up in the air relative to what's going on with this Devil and this King of Pentacles. It's either their obligations or it's their fears. Anyway, let's take 3 Sibilas on that. We've got a 10 of Wands here as well. Let's take some Sibilas on this King of Pentacles. And then I want to look at the Emperor there. Let's get a little bit more clarity of what we need to keep the faith about. This King of Pentacles is walking on eggshells. We've got the butterfly. It feels like they're going through some sort of a death process and a metamorphosis. This is also a very strong sexual card where someone is wanting their freedom. The butterfly has come out of her cocoon. She's ready now to pick up the pollen from other, flowers as well, which says that she's free. She's free now. She's gone through her metamorphosis. And we've got the La Matrice. The woman lover, the sweetheart. So there's a very strong sexual connection here. They are very connected. Let's say the divine feminine with the divine masculine. But someone needs to have their freedom. Let's take one more. And I'm going to say also that this queen, whoever the feminine is someone that's going, possibly also someone that's going through their metamorphosis, someone that has not been sexually active, I would say, because of another relationship that's very narcissistic or going through very, very dark karmic period. But we've got the Ace of Cups, and this is what someone's been waiting for forever, possibly doing cycles again and again. We've got the Ace of Cups in a pleasant, a very happy meeting around a round table. This is what's very much desired, and this is what someone is tiptoeing around about. And that's probably the King of Pentacles. They're tiptoeing around eggshells to get to this meeting. Why do we have the Emperor here and the Empress and the Two of Wands and the Sun and the Moon? We've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is things going on behind closed doors, secrecy and things going on in a bedroom, behind a closed door. There's a sexual connotation to this room as well. We've got news that's coming in. It's coming from afar. And we've got news relative to the Namik or the enemy going away. And we've got someone who needs to be held up by their friends, supported by their friends because they've committed silly actions, or someone that drinks a lot, someone that has got addictive behaviors or addictions with drinking alcohol. It could be that your emperor has got the support of friends, possibly also sharing information with their friends relative to the poison in their life, and also relative to a sexual connection with someone that's at a distance, with someone that they admire, which would be the Empress, because she's very attractive and magnetic. And we've got Suspiri, torment about those ships coming in, or taking that trip, or being at a physical distance, waiting on news. It could be that the Divine Feminine is waiting on news relative to what this Emperor is keeping a secret. This could also be someone that does a lot of traveling. Let's look at the outcome. We've got the Hanging Man, remember? The High Priestess, the King of Cups, and the Hanging Man. We've got the Gran Signore. Gran Signore is the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. Could also be the King of Wands, yes. But usually I see this person more as water or earth. And it is a number 13, which could bring up Scorpio. The Gran Signore, someone who's quite proud. We've got the Artista. The Artista is the crazy scientist, or there's some sort of a discovery. And again, we've got the Seven of Cups. We've got a lot of cups, a lot of emotion or a lot of illusion. Something is going to come out, is going to be seen, is going to be coming to the surface. There's a discovery. It's like the sun coming through the clouds. And the same person, I would say, unless this is someone that they're talking to. This could be your King of Cups that sits behind a desk. Or this could be a solicitor, someone they're talking to that makes some sort of a discovery. The merchant, Gran Signore could be the same person. They're a business owner. 13 comes up again. And my goodness, we see 3 divine masculine here. So I don't know if this speaks to you personally, but we could be talking about 2 different people, or 3. 3 people we could be talking about here, because the Artista brings up Aquarius, or someone that wears a uniform, someone that uses their mind, their logic. So something is going to be discovered, and there's going to be a lot of thought. The merchant thinks, their mind is going to looking towards the future, needing to make important decisions relative to contracts, and it could be involving business as well. And we've got the Prigione here. A lot of worries. The Prigione is the law. It's Saturn. 9 of Swords. Yeah. So it could be that this Gran Signore is seeking some advice And maybe, as I said before, that business could also be involved with their personal life and with a possible separation that they could be going through. Because this obviously speaks to, it's a Saturnian card. Prigione means those blockages, those obligations, those restrictions. And jealousy. Well, there could be jealousy here, yes, because someone is still in another connection. But we've got the letter, Masangini comes in, and it's the Two of Pentacles, which says someone decides to communicate what? To communicate their love, because we've got the lover here. And we've got the woman lover here and the Romeo here, the Lamante. So emotional openness does not come easily here. Communication is not good. That's why there's jealousy. There are third parties here. That's why there is jealousy. Listen to your higher self. I know it's very deep, and it goes into many different directions. Take what resonates and leave what does not, okay? Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. If you're interested in a personal twin flame, soulmate, or karmic connection reading, we've offered 2 on our website. One goes for an hour and the other for 90 minutes. Okay, so the longer the reading, the more details, obviously. One lady asked me yesterday if the full reading, which is half an hour, can it be a love reading? Of course it can be. It's just that we'll be reading only for half an hour. And obviously with a twin flame soulmate love reading, if you go ahead and purchase that, I know that you're looking at love. I don't need to ask you. Let's just take 3 cards now, so past, present, and future. And you may comment, yes, please, beneath the video, and I will take your personal love message. There's a window of opportunity, but you need to be quick with it. Stay till the end. I'm going to take some emotions. Your person's emotions, hopefully their feelings and their emotions. Let's see what comes through. So, wow, okay. We've got the scythe. Right now, we're doing the clearing. We're doing the clearing out. We see the Ace of Swords here in the near future. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We've got the snake ahead. And the snake is the other woman. It's the third woman. It's the poison. It's the shedding. It's going through a death process. Wow. It could be cutting away, a clearing out of the energies relative to a past connection or a spiritual connection. We see in the future what shows up is the third party, the other woman. But if you are not the third party, well, this is just an enemy here, someone that does not want your connection, let's say. We do have some obstacles here with the mountain. You're going to have to be extra strong. What is this snake about? What's that about? Yep, something needs to end because it's blocking the abundance. And that could also speak to communication. That if the communication is not good and there's a lot of illusion and deception, this relationship may come to an end. You need to use that Ace of Swords. You need to use that scythe. Let's get more on the scythe. Yep, because we've got the anchor, someone's coming out of a more committed partnership and relationship. What was the opportunity? A spiritual connection. Or someone's beliefs about needing to take charge. Something maybe became clear about someone's motherhood abilities, someone's heavy burdens. Maybe this was an opportunity and an opening for the other person to go through some sort of an ending to clear everything out. Because with the scythe means an ending, doesn't it? an ending of the clouds, an ending of the worry, but the worry is still ahead with a mountain here. It's asking that we stand strong, just like the mountain. There's great strength there. And the cycles, yeah. The ring can speak to a commitment as well. So it's the ending of commitment to clear the air for a new commitment. We'll leave it there. Tact, intelligence, sneakiness with a fox there. Wow. Okay, my friends, let's take some emotions. Think of your person. Let's see if we can pick up on how they're feeling at this time. How are they feeling at this time? Think of your person. Think of your person. How are they feeling at this time? And remember, we may also be picking up on your emotions and how you feel right now. Euphoric. Unsure. Euphoric can say that someone's having a bit to drink. And that's why they're unsure. There are things that are unclear. There's something to do with marriage here. There's anger. There's passion. This is air and fire. Very explosive, very interchangeable. And we've got an offer of love. This is the Knight of Cups that's thinking of making an offer. The offer, of course, could be a romantic one. Marriage is in the cards here. I don't know if it's going to be a future or if it's a past. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got hatred and appalled. Wow. I don't know if this is also sometimes, you know, when we're not in our right mind, in emotional, feeling emotionally stable, so on and so forth. Yes, there could be hatred connected to past connection. There could also be self-hatred here for a lack of confidence, a lack of the ability to move forward. Hatred and appalled, goodness me. I hope that's not for most of you. Anyway, my darling friends, I think we will leave it there. I am wishing you well. I hope that everything works out. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and for connecting with us. And yes, you may comment beneath a yes, please, for a personal love message. And do not forget that this is the last call for a mini love reading up until tomorrow. On our website and through Patreon, you can get the video that we've done on Venus. It's an educational video, and you learn a lot about the Venus retrograde moving forward. Okay, and how she will be. How she'll be connecting with the sun and with Neptune and with the North Node, so on and so forth. And join Patreon until the end of February and get a free mini love reading with this little deck. This is what's on offer also to purchase. One more day to go. For $15 you get, well, we do past, present and future, but we take something like 6 cards and a couple of other little cards. I'd love to hear the comments of those of you that have received your reading, if you enjoyed it, if it was good for you. Thank you so much, everyone. Love and light. I will catch up with you soon. Namaste.